So student, we were discussing gait of animals. Gait of animals means movement of animals. We have discussed some invertebrates, earthworm, snail, how do they move. Now the next invertebrate is cockroach. We are aware that a cockroach can walk, climb and fly. You all have seen cockroach. It can walk, it can climb and it can fly. To walk and climb, cockroach have legs. There are 3 pairs of legs in a cockroach for walking and climbing. A cockroach uses its legs for walking and climbing, and it has a pair of wings to fly. Right? A cockroach. The body of the cockroach is covered with a hard outer skeleton, which we can say it is having exoskeleton. So a hard outer skeleton present in the cockroach, which is made up of plates. So a number of plates forms the outer skeleton of a cockroach. There are 2 pairs of wings attached to the body behind the head. The cockroach have muscles near its legs, and these muscles help in the movement of legs. And the body muscles of the cockroach help in flying. In this way, a cockroach can walk with the help of legs and can fly with the help of wings. And in addition, muscles of legs and muscles of body helps the cockroach to walk and fly. Now the next one is birds. Birds are vertebrate. They are having vertebral column, backbone. So the organism which are having backbone, we call them vertebrates. So now next we will take movement in birds. We all are aware that birds can walk and they can fly. So birds, they can fly in the air and they can walk on the ground. Some birds can swim, like duck and swan can swim. The birds can fly because their bodies are well suited for flying. So in the bird's body, there are some features which help them in flying. Number 1, their bones are hollow and light. Bones are hollow and light. Hollow and light. So they can fly easily. The next feature of their body is that the bones of the hind limb are typically for walking and perching. So the hind limbs are for walking. इसके जो legs हैं जिनको हम hind limbs कहते हैं, they are for walking. Now the next feature that help the birds in flying is that the forelimbs are modified as wings. Forelimbs of birds are modified as wings. Are modified as wings. The shoulder bones, they are strong. In birds, the shoulder bones are strong, and the breast bones, they are modified to hold the muscle of flight. So in birds, shoulder bones are very strong and the breast bones, they are modified so that they can hold the muscles of flight. In this way, these features help the birds to fly. So you can write here, strong shoulder bones, birds have strong shoulder bones and breastbone to hold the muscles which are meant for flight. So these are the features which help a bird to fly. Clear everyone? Let me repeat them. Bones are hollow and light. Forelimbs of birds are modified as wings. They have strong shoulder bones and their broad breast bones hold the muscles for flight. In this way, these features help a bird to fly. Now the next vertebrate we will discuss is fish. Fish, they are also having backbone, so they are called vertebrates. Now, we all are aware that a fish can swim. So, there are certain features in the body of fish that help it to swim. Number one is that a fish have streamlined body. Streamlined body. So if you have seen a fish, the body of fish is like this. We draw a fish like this. So it is thick in the middle. The body of the fish is thick in the middle and narrow at the ends. Means it tapers at the end. जैसे जैसे आप दोनों ends पर जाते हैं तो ये जो breadth है कम होती चली जाती है. So it means it tapers at the end. It is thick in the middle and narrow at the ends, you can say, and this shape is called streamlined shape. The shape which is thick in the middle and narrow at the ends is called streamlined shape. So this shape helps a fish in swimming. It allows easy movement of the fish in water, right? So the head and tail of the fish are smaller than the middle portion of the body. So this shape is called streamlined shape. So this shape is such that water can flow around it easily and allow the fish to move in water. The skeleton of the fish is covered with strong muscles. And during swimming, muscles make the front part of the body curve one side. When a fish swims, its front part will curve one side like this. And tail will curve another side. In this way, a fish swims. So, when a fish swims, then what happens during swimming? Muscles make the front part of the body to curve one side and the tail part swings towards another, or you can say opposite side. This makes the fish forms a curve. तो एक कर्व सा बन जाता है while swimming. A fish form a curve. Then quickly the body tail curve to the other side. Then what happens? This tail, it will curve this side and the face will turn that side. In this way, a fish makes curves. And a series of such jerks make the fish swim ahead. So in this way, jerk will take place. Once the fish will move, the tail will move this side, then it will move this side and the face will move that side. In this way, by the sudden jerk, a fish moves. And these fins also help in swimming. Fish have fins for swimming. Fins of the fish, they also help in swimming. Fins help to keep the balance of the body. Help to keep the balance of the body. And tail fin gives the direction, help in maintaining the direction. Tail fin एक keep direction. So in this way, a fish swim in water. Now the next vertebrate is snake. How does a snake move? If you have seen a snake, it makes loops like this. These are called loops. So a snake, it makes loops in this way, right? So snake have a long backbone. Actually, snake is having a long backbone. More than 100 vertebrae are there in the backbone of a snake. Snake की जो backbone होती है उसमें 100 से भी ज़्यादा vertebrae होती हैं, small bones होती हैं, and there is ball and socket joint in these vertebrae. So it allows movement in all direction. आपको पता है ball and socket joint सबसे ज़्यादा movement allow करता है. So snake is having more than 100 vertebrae and there is ball and socket joint in these vertebrae. So snake it moves by making loops. Snakes have long backbone. They have many thin muscles which are connected to each other. Right? Muscles, they interconnect backbone, ribs and skin of the snake. Snake body carves into many loops. These are called loops. Each loop of the snake give it a forward push. These loops, they give the forward push to the body by pressing against the ground. So snake moves by making many loops. So a snake, it moves by making many loops. Each loop gives it this push. So the snakes move forward very fast and not in a straight line. If you have seen the snake, these loops pushes the body of snake forward, and a snake, it moves very fast with the help of these loops. Right? By making loops, a snake moves very fast on the ground. So in this way, we have discussed movement of many animals in the chapter. I hope the chapter is clear to you, and now you are aware about the movements of many vertebrate and invertebrate given in your chapter. Thank you, student. If you have any doubt, you can ask in your doubt class.